That is their one area of weakness. Unfortunately for Georgia Tech, they will still be without their freshman big man, Mo Sela. He's got that high ankle sprain. He's missed pretty much the last 3 games.
Fleming against 3 defenders. Williams took it away.
3 turnovers inside of the first 90 seconds.
Williams, stop and go. And the kick. Reed from the corner for the Pack. McNeil with the entry. Lubin kicks it out. Copeland off the glass and good. And a nod to Coach Stoudemire after he banked it in.
No, I'm sure he called that.
Georgia Tech responding at the other end with Fleming.
One thing you notice about NC State is they switch 1 through 5 on the defensive end. Not a lot of teams doing that. And that's how you beat all that switching, is getting it to the cup and trying to score inside.
NC State makes just over 11 threes per game. That is 3rd most in the ACC. This is Fleming looking for 3, and that one is all net for Fleming. Lubin couldn't get it over the rim. Gustav right down Broadway, and he lays it in. McNeil misfires, and it's back to Washington. Washington eyes for the rim, into the paint, and driving against the NC State defense.
He's catnip for the media. We like him because he'll say anything. He's a little nutty that way. We like him a little nutty, but that's what you need in North Carolina State. You need a big personality on that bench.
Last year's team went 28-7 at McNeese. Lubin spun out. Arsenault tries to track it down. Williams, a ricochet bounce pass inside to Lubin, who muscles it in. He's got 4 in the first half.
Let's just say it was not as spontaneous as it might have looked. He was coaching his player through the media, which is a great move on his part. And it's also part of why.
A legitimate question from Joe, and I think Coach Wade got his point across in the response to my buddy Joe Giglio. Quick little turnaround just over the edge of the rim.
That was some run.
Fleming rising up and hitting. He's got 8 points in the first half.
Jackets, they're on the attack. They're down in their stance.
Holloman catch and release, and it's a 3-ball. Fleming and Reeves not on the same page, saved. Dongo couldn't handle the pass. Here comes Arsenault. Copeland avoiding 3 defenders to find Abel.
This has been a fun game.
Yep, Williams back into the lineup. McNeil is also in there. This pass taken by Washington, an alley to the rim.
Oh!
Trying to get back and block it. It's Lubin. Again, he challenges Fleming.
Well-timed block from Ven-Allen. Lubin. Off the window, return to sender. And then a good job bodying.
Fleming working baseline. 2 defenders are there. Ball goes out of bounds. Holloman came over with some help defensively. We haven't heard much from him so far in this game. He is not on the floor right now. Shot clock. And they'll beat it with a 3.
I know the defense wants to take him out of NC State's offense, but he can't take himself out of the offense, and there you go. There you go. He's got to see that ball go in the basket.
At Florida State, he made 3 3-pointers in that effort earlier this week.
Those games against Wake Forest and Virginia, he did not attempt a free throw, and there's another 3-point bucket from Jaden Mustaf. One thing to keep in mind is Georgia Tech right now is +4 on the boards. NC State on the season 2-5 when they get out rebounded.
Dongo off the glass.
He's got loads of potential. NBA scouts' eyes are on him. Be good to get him going.
Williams lost his footing.
Not a good first half for Darren Williams.
Fleming, tough shot, he got it to go.
And Georgia Tech now up by 7. Look at Williams, he just falls down. Ball ends up in Fleming's hands there, and a really nice finish. He's played 9 minutes here in this first half.
1 of 2 for Lubin. Abel tracks it down after the miss.
Can't happen. There you go. It's got to be so frustrating to a coach when a team gets an offensive rebound after a missed free throw. No resistance on the Washington drive.
NC State is 8-2 at home, 1-1 in conference play on their home floor. They've won 2 in a row and 7 of their last 9. Entry to Lubin for 2. I need a little more emotion, a little more fire from our guys, and they are on the right trajectory right now. And it's McNeil. That's a 3-ball, and his first points of the afternoon. About a second difference, game and shot. Copeland trying to do it himself. Spin from 11. He's got it right before the horn. Quadir Copeland.
Digging it out one way or another. He had Kiernak on skates there.
They lead the league in makes per game, just over 11. Williams defending, going to the floor, pries it loose. Copeland, he's got an alley to the rim. So many people around our industry who work so hard on so many different levels and still shooting those highlights from the baseline as Washington takes it to the rim.
Getting him going downhill. He always talked about Lamar Washington being the toughest guy on the team, Portland native. And NC State's playing good defense, but so many of the turnovers from Georgia Tech are just unforced.
Difficult shot from Copeland. Gustav heads the break and find Reeves on the wing. He'll miss the 3. Dongo tips it around. And another chance at a three-point play for Georgia Tech and Mustaf on the offensive glass.
Look at how just tipping it away keeps it alive into Mustaf's hands. Finishing. I do think that on balance, it's been a net positive change for college basketball.
Entry to Lubin. They looped it into him, and he jams it home. That's 9 points now for Lubin, who averages close to 13 per game, and he's also the leading rebounder this season for NC State as that one swirls on in from Washington with 11.
There's nothing more important than sometimes just playing hard can fix a lot of problems, and they've done that today.
Williams trying to back it down against 2 defenders, had it taken away. Washington. Kelly got it for the Yellow Jackets. First basket for Chaz Kelly, the senior from Houston, Texas, who spent 3 years in the Boston College program.
He's been real quiet, 47% three-point shooter.
Williams in front of his own bench. Chaz Kelly has a three-pointer in this second half. Reeves up and under.
That's the guy you want to go to right now when you really need a bucket.
Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers 24/7 protection. Kowacie Reeves with 8 points. Put a little style on that one. Out of the corner with the response. It's Arsenault for the Pack.
Terrence Arsenault, just his 9th 3 of the season.
And his first points of the game. Reeves at the other end, extending the range. 3 from the corner. Abel misses. Dongo comes down with a rebound. Mustaf to the rim. Fleming is there to lay it in. He was fouled.
Free throws are going to be huge these last 10.5 minutes.
Dongo, strong move to the rim.
Deep post position, had Holloman on his back.
Dongo, double team. Over top of it to Reeves. Lines up the 3 and knocks it down. Go on, Kowacie.
That's a very aggressive offensive rebound for a guy who's got 2, but you see the deep post, and even though he was deep.
And now it is a Georgia Tech lead, 58-56. Right back at you with Lubin.
Dongo, by the way, picked up his 4th on that. Still in the game. At this point, you got to take him out.
Copeland spins and kicks. It's McNeil. Misfires. Dongo weak side board.
He's got Cole Kerouac on the bench as his backup big.
Washington at the other end for Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech by 2. Inside of 8 minutes to go in regulation. Haven't won here since 2019. Mustaf driving and swooping in.
Been that kind of day for Darren Williams. Now 2 for 10, 1 for 5 from 3. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers.
McNeil. Three-pointer for Paul McNeil. Reeves is wide open for 3, and he makes no mistake.
How can he possibly be that open? Ven-Allen Lubin was down on the baseline. on that hammer play. It's been there a couple of times to play. He cannot be that open.
18 points for Reeves. Dongo misses. Lubin wrenches that one away.
Dongo rushed that.
Copeland trying to harvest the three-pointer, and he does it! Shot clock is down to 5, and we're inside of a minute to play in regulation. 5-point lead, it's a 7-point lead.
Beautiful clear out and the drive with the right for the lefty, Lamar Washington.
16 points in the game. Copeland steps into a 3. He makes it at the other end, and an immediate timeout from Will Wade. McNeil, Lubin back out. Copeland got it away, and that'll do it. Georgia Tech with the road win in Raleigh. 78-74 over NC State.